Good morning, traders. This is McBillion. Today is July 20, 2015, and let's talk about the market. We just start the earnings report seasons, and so far, so good. We haven't got the big ones, the monsters earnings reports. We're going to have IBM tomorrow after market closing. We're going to play the earnings on that one. But Tuesday after market close, we're gonna have Apple, GoPro, we're gonna have Yahoo, we're gonna have Chipotle. So tomorrow you're gonna have to look for my video because I'm gonna play those four trades, and today I'm gonna show you IBM and what are we gonna do. Let's start with the spider. The spider, as you can see here, still inside this major uptrend channel, and the first 6 months of the year has been really bad. Look at this. We have been trading in between 212 and 203. This has been horrible for the swing traders because the momentum it doesn't last more than 2 days. You enter a trade, it goes up one day, the next day down, or you enter down, it goes down 2 or 3 days, and then it goes up, and it goes up huge. So it has been a market for auction sellers. The ones that sell the out of the money auctions are making tons of money. So now let's wait to see if we finally gonna break out this resistance here in the spider, which is 212, and we probably gonna go to the top of the channel around 223, which is the Fibonacci extension 38.2. 223, that's my target. So what are the probabilities that we're gonna go to 223? I will say 60% here, 40% that we're gonna go down from here. Why? Because we are a major resistance and we have failed 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth time we here at the 212 Fibonacci. Are we gonna continue? It all depends on the monster reports. If Apple, IBM, Yahoo, Chipotle, GoPro start reporting good, then we're gonna go to 223. If the reports are very bad and they start reporting no beating estimates, no good revenue, no good earnings, lowering the margins, then we're gonna go down and probably gonna go to the 200 area. So let's see what happens. Right here, the spider is bullish. It's bullish because the DMI is bullish. ADX is at 18, so it's not that momentum. It's not that strong. But I think with the earnings reports, we're probably gonna go to 223 because I'm expecting good earnings report. We start with Intel. It went up for a few minutes. I say get out, and we got a small profit, very small. But it was a lot of fun the night before when it was up almost 9%. But that's the thing about earnings. Sometimes you get so much good news and everything looks fine, but the next day when they open, nothing. So what do you see right here? I see here bearish. This thing is bearish now. Intel is bearish. I think if we confirm below Friday's low, which is Friday's lows is gonna be 32.29. This thing is a good trade to go short. I think it's gonna go to 29 area. So keep an eye on this one. I'm looking for volume because I haven't seen volume the last 7 days. If we see volume in this breakdown confirmation, get short in Intel. Now let's talk about the Russell. The Russells you can see here, he follow a little bit the spider and this jump. I don't like the ADX. It's below 15. It's a 14 now. I think it's probably gonna move sideways here around 125, 128, and it's gonna wait for the earnings also. It doesn't look so strong, but still in the major opening channel inside this short-term, long-term channel. So it's bullish, but it doesn't look strong. So I wouldn't trade IWM right here. Let me talk about another one. Let me talk about IBM. We're gonna play the earnings on this one. Look at this. As you can see here, there's a trend right here. This chart looks horrible. It looks bearish as hell. A little bullish short term, but it's bearish because it's trending down, making lower lows. So it all depends on the report. My thinking is is gonna break out and it's gonna go to 180. That's my thinking, and I'm gonna play long. This one doesn't go up a lot when it report good. It usually moves about 3 or 4%, but when it miss, it goes down a lot. I don't think they're gonna miss based on past reports and based on price action. I think it's gonna test the 185 area after report. So we're gonna get calls tomorrow. That's my trade. I'm gonna get calls before the market close, and I will tell you which ones I'm gonna get. I'm bullish on IBM for the earnings report. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about this gem that I found. It's not a gem, it's a gold. Gold right here, yeah, it looks bad. It has been trending down for many months. But look at this. It's right here at the bottom of this support. I'm talking about GG, Gold Corporation. It's at the bottom of this support, and I think we're gonna bounce right here. And I'm gonna show you the base on DMI because the directionals are overextended. Look at the minus directional. The plus directional is also very close to the bottom. I think the risk is low if we're gonna go long in here and I'm not gonna talk about 30 days time decay. I will get at least 60 days time decay, meaning I will go August or I will go September calls for this one and just hold it. I think we're gonna bounce from here, break out the 50-day moving average, and probably gonna test the $25 easily if we're gonna bounce from here. If we break down right here this support, then $10 is gonna come out, and I'll be ready to buy a lot of gold, a lot of GG there. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about Facebook. I know a couple of you have Facebook. What do you see there? Based on DMI right here, this thing is overextended. Look at this huge divergence. I wouldn't buy here. If you sell Friday, you're a smart guy because this is too much. It went up too much too fast, and the earnings report are just coming. I think it's gonna be in the 29. So I won't buy anything right here. I just wait. I don't think it's gonna continue. I think it's gonna move sideways here and wait for the earnings report. Facebook right now is bullish. I think they're gonna beat expectations. My target end of the year, because Facebook is in a long-term portfolio, is 120. I think this is one of those that you have to have in your long-term portfolio. But for option traders, I won't buy this thing right now, but I will play the earnings. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about the last one, Baba. Baba, I have to put it on my watch list. We lost in this one last batch of trades, but I think this thing is gonna get momentum. I think ADS is high now. If we get a crossover right here in a breakout on 87 or the 50 simple moving average, this thing is gonna start trending like a monster, and I wanted to be in there. I wanted to be in there when this thing start trending. Earnings reports are coming also. They're gonna report on August. Now there's a lot of time now, but I think it's gonna start trending right here. Probably test the 87 area and start finally trending up, and pay the people that have been buying this one because it has been terrible making lower lows. But I like Baba. It's in our long-term portfolio. But I would like to see some momentum when it break out this resistance. Okay, traders. So that's the plan for tomorrow. That's the only trade we're gonna play tomorrow. IBM. I will send you the letter and which trade I like. I'm gonna buy at least 10 days time decay to see if we can make some money in IBM. But the big day is Tuesday after market close. Yahoo, Apple, GoPro, and Chipotle. This is everything for today. Trade on.